day. Hi, my name's Margaret. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I've got another topic for you related to William. Now, just give you a heads up, I've got my information here on my computer. So if I look at it, something else, it's my computer. And it's going to be a bit different than what I thought it'd be. I was going to do a lot of stuff related to sex offenders, this one. But I thought I was going to start with my psychic things that I picked up on and my theories that may relate to the foster care, parents as parents again, because especially if the parents are carers, and a lot of you just want to know a bit about it, so I'm going to do a bit on that too. So and that will kind of help you with the whole information that I got with William, because I got 5 pages of William's stuff. 4 of them just stuff related to on YouTube, so it's a lot of information. So hopefully this all will click into that together, and someone out there will look at this and this makes sense. Why hasn't they look at this? Or some person that works with the case might pick this up and say, I didn't look at this, maybe I should look into this. So that's what I'm doing this for. Like I said, it's not about the money, not about the 5 minutes fame. It's nothing to do with that. It's about just helping William come back. So this is what I'm picking up as a psychic, yeah? I'm picking up, I'm going to do this first, I'm going to forget it. I'm getting the number 3996. And I'm getting this word, I'm not good with reading, so you have to read it. It starts with D, T, R-O-U-N-B-E-F-O-R. Now, I don't know what it says, but yeah. And with the law roundabout. Now, I don't know what that's got to do with anything. That's what I'm picking up on. So that's one thing. The other thing I thought, this is all the psychic stuff. So I'm William, yeah. I'm at a highway, freeway, and there's long grass around me. There's no trees around me. I feel like there might be a bridge around me, but that's it. So I'm not getting in the way, anything like that. I'm not getting the freeway number or anything. I'm just getting a freeway or maybe a highway. So I'm around this grass. It's like I said, it's long, and there's no trees. And a person comes along, nicely walks up to me, hold my hand, and I go with him or her. I don't know if it's a him or her. The fan's white. It's a fan or a car, I'm not quite sure. And I'm holding this person. We go into this car. In the car, I'm sitting on the bottom of the car. I'm happily doing something out the bottom of the car. Then I hop up and sit on the seat. That's okay. Yeah. But the thing with this, when I'm reading, I think of, and I know it's not this, but I'm thinking there's a picture on the internet that he's got a fire hat on, fire suit on. He's putting on a seatbelt and he's in a fire truck, I think. Now, for some reason, when I think of this white van, car kind of thing, I think of that. I don't know why, but I'm thinking of that. So there might be a connection there with the fireplace in the white van, the car kind of thing. I don't know, but I feel like there's something about that picture in this. So I'm picking this up. So like I said, I'm happy, not overexcited like it's my birthday or anything, just happy. So we get to this place. Now the land is open. There's trees in the distance, like a fence kind of thing of trees, and right around this land. But yeah, the whole land just vacant, no trees around. It's just like, it's in the distance, the trees are. So that's alright. I see the house. We're walking up to the house. Now the house is brick, like you see in churches. They're big bricks you see in churches. But it's light brown, light grey kind of colour. And the veranda is brick. No, sorry, it's how did it fall? It's kind of like brick concrete, that's where it's concrete. In each corner of the house outside, there's a home. So it's kind of like a college, college, I can't say, but a college kind of house. Yeah, so again that. But when you go into the outside the house, and it's kind of a rectangle house, so you go at the back of the house on your left. The corner of your left of the house, if you go straight forward, not on your right, left or right, but at the corner, just go straight, you see a tree. This is the only tree that's on this land. And I feel there's something important about this tree. I don't know what it is. And I feel like there's a male there. That's all I can say. It's a male fin. That's all I can say about this male. But this tree is important for some reason I'm getting. The other thing I'm getting is when you go into this house, on your left, there's a hook. And I'm picking up, there's a male. He's in his 30s to 60s, overweight, a bit bigger than me, and his left leg, he limps on it. So he limps on his left leg. He's got brown hair, dark brown hair, short curly hair. He's in between his, I say 30 to 40 here, but I feel like it's in between 40 and 60 here. I feel like it. He's about 5'6", and he's a typical farmer guy. Like, he will go out outside, look after the animals, go for his walks. He's a farmer guy. Now there's a lady in her, it's about the same age, a little bit overweight like me, there, and she's got long, light blondie brownish hair, and it's straight. But with her hair, it looks like it's up in a bun all the time. And some of her hair's gone white. So yeah, like I said, it's in her hair. She's in between 40 and 60. I say 30 here, but I feel like I want to say 40 and 60. So I would say in between 30 and 60. I know that's a big number, but that's what I'm picking up on. So I'm getting that. Now I see a gun there, but they don't use the gun on him. I feel like the gun's more work for the animals, like the sheep and the horses, that kind of stuff. Now, when they were at the front of the house, like I said, there's a hook on the wall, and there's a jacket, like a farmer jacket, then really dark farmer jackets that, yeah, they wear for them. So that's what I'm picking. So it's quite long, quite thick. I think they made out of leather. Could be wrong there, but I think they made out of leather. So I'm picking that up. So yeah, that's what I'm picking up on. And the walls are like not brick, but they're more I can't think of the name. You will know when I talk about it a bit more. So you go in here and you go further in, and there's a living room. I see a book cabinet on my right near the wall, and then in front of that there's a couch. I don't know if this couch is colour it is. I feel like it's a dark colour, but I'm not quite sure what colour it is. In front of that there's a couch, a coffee table, and in front of that is a TV. Now the TV's not on, so I don't know what they're watching. So that's okay, and yeah, and you see the windows and that, yeah. So if you turn back out, straight ahead, you see a bedroom. And next to the other side of that living room, there's another bedroom. And in the middle of the bedroom is a room. I don't know what this room is. Like, it can be a playroom, a romper room. I don't know quite sure. Rooms in there playing. He's just doing stuff in there. The floor's wooden. The walls not concrete, but plaster, that's all. All the house is made of plaster inside. So the wall's plaster. It's kind of white or really light grey colour. It's so light, the grey, that it looks like white, yeah, so it's that colour. Now, if you go further up, on your left, there's the kitchen. I feel like the toilet's outside. I don't know where the bathroom is. That's the only thing. I don't know where the bathroom is. So I'm getting that. So that's the whole thing of this whole place. Definitely, I feel like we knows them. Yeah, like, he's not fighting off them at all. Like, it's like he's been with them before. Yeah, like I said, the thing about the car, but it's, I feel like the car's connected, somehow connected to the fire people, or I'm gonna get this right, the ESC group, that help with open up cars when they're someone's in the car, and that, or help with the fires, you know, CES, something like that it's called. I feel it's connected to that. They helped with the looking of William, the search for William, so you might know from what I'm saying with this. But I feel like it's connected to the fire people. Don't know why, but that's what I'm picking up on. Because every time, like I said, every time I see this white car, I see him with this fire hat on, fire suit on for some reason. I don't know why. So that's what I'm picking up with him as a psychic. Now, I've got theories connected to that with this. And my theory is, as you know, I just said, I feel like that we knew the person. Now, there's 2 theories in the fire, I think William knew the person. As you know, that William, when he went missing, his mum went inside, maybe his grandmother went inside to make a cup of tea. And they didn't hear him for 5 minutes. That's a long time for a child to go quiet. My mum had 8 of us, and she said if we went quiet for 2 minutes, that's just crazy. So, yeah, so 5 minutes is a long time for a child to go be quiet. And just to give you a bit of heads up, I have done childcare, I have worked with kids before, so just a bit of heads up with this information. So, the thing with kids, and that's what you probably heard, William gets along with most people, yeah? But with William, he needs to know you first before he gets along with you. And he just loves everyone, yeah? For him, for 5 minutes, to get know a stranger, it's not going to happen, yeah? It's just not going to happen. So this is why, this is my theory. Another theory is, with kids, when you run around do the war game, or run around chasing people, you get some reaction. You're doing these for certain reactions. One, you run up to a person, chase them, maybe do the war noise, and you turn around, go back and see what they do. And if you don't get the reaction you want, you go back and do it again, yeah? It's a typical 3-year-old, this is what you do. Or you just keep on following this person around, yeah? The other thing with a child, if you run up to a child, if a child runs up to you and you turn around quickly, go do the same thing, they're more likely to run off from you. It's a typical kid reaction at that age. And this is normally for people that they know, yeah? As a stranger, 9 out of 10, if you run up to a kid, let's say I was the stranger, and I went up to a kid and go, wow, you're going to get a big yell out of that child, because that child doesn't know you, yeah? Or even you just go up to them, come with me, they'll probably run off, because they don't know you at all. The other thing with this case, the mother says she doesn't hear a thing, like she doesn't hear wind, she doesn't hear the birds, she doesn't hear anything, yeah? for a stranger to pick up a person or grabs a person, you know that person kind of make a noise, some kind of noise, like branches breaking, someone's yelling, someone's running through the trees. You're going to hear something. If you don't hear it in these cases, like the mum and grandmother didn't hear it, the sister probably will hear it. They will hear something, yeah? So that's the thing with this. It was just too quiet for me to say it was a stranger. The other thing with this, like I said in the last one, I feel like he might have hurt himself to a point that he passed. The reason I say this, because he just stopped making noises. Like, it's just unusual for anyone to stop making a noise. Yeah, so I feel like it's that, or someone someone who knows him, who picked him up and took him. Because if you knew him, you can go, shh, come with me, and you can make a game out of it. But if you're a stranger, it's very unlikely you're not going to be able to do that. So that's why I think it was someone he knows. Oh, he hurt himself so badly he passed. So that's the theory in the psychic side of me, yeah? The other thing is I want to talk about parents as parents. Now, this might sound a bit weird, but a lot of you guys, sounds like you've tried to look this up. I know a little bit about it because who I am and what I've done. Now, I'll give you the bit what I heard. Now, this was at the Salvation Army. I won't say what Salvation Army because I don't want them things might happen. So I'll say at the Salvation Army. It was a Christmas day. Around Christmas Eve and that. I went there for a church thing, and there was a group of people came up and wanted to do a singing thing. And they said they're part of grandparents as parents again. And how to explain this to us is this: for some unknown reason, parents can't say the parents, like they may be in a violent situation, or they do have a drinking problem, or they might have a disability, and some reason the parents have to give their child up. Instead of taking them into a foster care situation, they see I don't know who does it. No, I do know who does it. One of them do run away. And Ellen Care, I can't say it. Probably I might have to Google it, write it down for you. And the Care, they do. I know they do this because they do foster care, and through YouTube and everything, it's through these guys. They do this grandparents and parents again. And what they do, instead of putting them through foster care, they see someone like the grandparents, can they do it? Yeah. So that's how it works. So it's kind of like, can we keep them in the family situation instead of taking them out of the family? See if they can stay in the family thing. But with that, the parent can still go and see the child and have visitors with the child. And from what I get it really depends on the situation of how they see the child. If you have a child was in a abusive family, as I say, they would need supervision, something like that. If it was just a minor thing, like, well, I wouldn't say minor, but say one of the parents was abusive, well, the other parent probably wouldn't need supervision, care, watch, but the other one would, something like that. So that's how it works. And now what I've been looked up, seen in one of the YouTube, it's through elderly care. But with elderly care, the other thing so that's how it goes with grandparents and parents. Now the other thing you need to know with parents as grandparents as parents, there's to be a lot of legal things into it, because you're dealing with people who might be still dealing with drugs, who might be dealing with violence, they might have a disability, they might have issues. So you're still dealing with stuff in this situation. So that will leave into these people who does grandparents or parents. There's a lot of legal stuff in it. Like, they might not allow to tell people who they are. A lot of people, when at the Salvation Army, the people came, they didn't say who was who. They just said, this is how it works. So, and that's pretty much what most places would do. If you put a child in one place to another place, there's a lot of legal stuff around it. Like I said, with foster care, that you just don't walk in and say, I want to be a foster care parent and just give you a kid. There's a lot of legal stuff behind it. But with this, what I'm getting, they're connected to Angela Care. I can't say it probably, I'll write the name down. And through them, they do have 2 other services. Foster care and it's a place for people with disability. So I don't know much about it in any other way, but I know they have them too with it. Just because I was going to go for a job in disability and I realised I got foster care in it. So that's what you need to know about this service. And because they're dealing with people with issues, they might use Salvation Army. The thing with Salvation Army too is, say if you went in and say it was me and I said, I need help. I have a disability, I have a child, I have issues with drugs. You could pass this on to Salvation Army people, and under one of their acts is Privacy Act. So they can't blab it around the whole of Victoria. They can talk to their co-workers, like say I'm here in Bendigo and they know someone in Melbourne can help me with a situation. They can do that, but it has to be through that service. They can't go to another service and say this. They'll be in trouble. And that's the same with Angela Care. They might come to me and say, Mark, if we need you to go somewhere, can we pass your information on to them? And you probably have to sign a document saying, I'm happy to pass this information on to you. So that's how grandparents and parents work. So no matter what service you go to, sounds like it'd be like your foster care, that you'd be treated the same way. Like, yes, you have issues and you get, especially with Salvation Army and some of them, they will help you situations with your drug issues, alcohol issue, violence, if you're homeless, if you have a disability. And the reason I know these things, here in Bendigo, I know they're connected to other organisations, and they will help you with certain things. And I'm assuming that's the same with every Salvation Army in Australia. I don't know in America, so it's a different country, but here in Australia, they help you with a lot of stuff. So that's how it works, and they'll connect you to, they might even connect you to other places, or other places will connect you to them. So that's the thing with, and that's probably what they did with grandparents and parents. They have this organisation, I know they do this with Philomene Carefully Home, they call it a package deal, where you do talk about your problems. So like I said, it hurts me, I have a drug issue, I'm in a violence situation, and I have a disability. We will look at it, and if I need housing, they'll give me a whole heap of places to go to and people to talk to. I'm assuming that's what Angela Care does. So if they're doing the parents as parents, again, they'll probably do that. So the other thing with parents as parents, grandparents as parents, there's a lot of legal stuff related to it. Because you work, some parents might have issues with the youth side of it, like I can't look after my child. I might have, the person might only be 21, so you have to connect that to a whole heap of other stuff, like the rights, and they are connected to THS. So that's how it works. And they look at every case as a different case. They don't look at every case as the same. They look at every case as a different thing. And if you went to someone, a co-worker, and said, and they work in the field as grandparents as parents again, and you said to them, I want to know if Margaret's in this field, at this place, they're not going to tell you. It's a Privacy Act. It's just part of it's part of their job. They can't pass information on to you. So that's how that works. So leading that into the whole reason why they put the 4 sex offenders to this, I have no idea. And it's a highly unlikely thing, but I wonder, because Bill was one of the guys people had issues with, and I'll get into it. But as you can tell with Bill, he had 3 grandchildren with him and his wife. And I'm just assuming here, I could be wrong here, that I wonder if someone in his family had issues, and to connect that with grandparents as parents. Now, that's just a theory there, but it's just weird how the whole thing came around. Like, I'm going to give you some things. I'm going to end this one now, because it's a lot of information as parents, grandparents as parents. Because a lot of you guys, sounds like you tried to look it up, and you can't get it on YouTube. On the internet. I really don't know why you can't get it on the internet. Maybe you have to look under a service like Angela Care or Salvation Army. I don't know, because it's an unusual thing. And like I said, you can't Google a person like Bruce Spinner, and they're not going to tell you that. They're not going to give you that information, because it's a private act. But if you if you say, look around the whole situation as a person who has drug, alcohol, violence, homeless, disability, youth work problems, that kind of stuff, if you Google any of that kind of stuff, you'll get stuff like Salvation Army, Red Cross, disability services, you get stuff like that. But they might be under a different name. Perfect example where, like I said, Interchange does foster care, but they don't do grandparents and parents. Yeah, so some services, there might be other services that does it, I don't know, but I just know it through these guys, because like I said, I went to a Salvation Army and they were talking about this thing, and like I said, they try to support the whole family, not this one part of the family. Try to support the whole family through a situation. And from what I gather with the Salvation Army and Angela Care, they work together. I don't know how they work together, but they work together. And I won't get into that myself, because it's a lot related to Privacy Act, and I'm not a nosy person. I'm not saying all you guys are, but I'm not nosy myself, so I won't get into that. So that's that bit. So that's, like I said, I'm going to end at this bit now. So if you find the grandparents and parents a good thing and you learn something, I would highly recommend passing it on, because like I said, half of you guys are looking for it, you can't find it for some reason. I was lucky, I just walked into a Salvation Army and heard about it. So yeah, so the next ones I'm going to talk about, I'm hoping I'm going to do this tomorrow. It will be on, like I said, it's going to be on sex offenders, and the main 4 people. And I've got these on the computer now, and that's what I'm looking at now. The biologically mum and dad, the foster mum and dad and the grandmum, the police, sex offenders, and DHS, and the card. It's 4 cards, and what that's probably a good thing to look into, and other witnesses and other information. And the questions that I will think about, and that might be helpful for you guys. Like, one of them I did on the first one, why hasn't anyone come forward for the $1 million? I find that really interesting. Like, it's there, I'm sure someone's got information, but no one's come forward to it, so I find that really interesting. So it's gonna be like another, I would say, let's have a look at it now. So I just did the parents of parents, and as I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'll say about another 3 to 4 YouTube things. So I hope that this is useful. Like I do, I'll probably do sex offenders. Talk a bit more about the mum and the foster parents, or the police first. I might do the police and the sex offenders first, because kind of, if you it will link into each other, so it's probably a good one. Then I'll talk about the mum and the foster mum and the other stuff later. It's big enough for, like, it's really weird, because everyone's saying, I've been watching these videos, so I'm not getting a lot. I got huge stuff here, like, it made me think. So yeah, so it'll be another 2 or 3 videos on YouTube things, and so I can tell you now, because it's a bit over 30 minutes, and like I said, it's huge. I'm not going to be able to do this all right now. At least another 1 to 2 hours of this. So pass it on, like I said. Yeah, feel free to use the information. Like I said, if you know anything about William's case and you're worried about passing on, pass it on and let them choose what they want to do with it. It is a big thing, but yeah, so that's how I'm going to leave it for you today. And like I said, I think I'll talk about the police and the sex offenders tomorrow, and then the following day I'll do about mum and dad and the foster mum and dad and the foster parents, and then the others later. For DHS, I only got one thing for that, but the other stuff, it's quite detailed. So yeah, so hope the grandparents and parents, it was useful. It's just a little bit of information. It's more to it, and I highly think they will treat it as a foster parent thing too. So you're not gonna, if you ask for information, you probably won't get any information on a typical person. Like, you wouldn't go in and ask about William, so you're not going to get anything about William. But if you ask them how it works, they will pass it on to you. So yeah, so I hope this is useful. And I'll just leave it at that right now. Pass on what you want, and yeah, see you later.